Hey, oh, nice. The videos did not move like they did to me last time and to Jen last time, where
Oh, yeah.
all of a
We
sudden
win.
OBS is like, let's see them fix this.
No.
Ah!
Yeah.
No BS.
OBS.
Oh, welcome everybody. This is Montblanc's Hunters. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a Final Fantasy themed role-playing game. We are going to be doing hopefully a fun adventure tonight. It might not be fun. Y'all can tell me later. But as of right now, you're contractually
Wow.
obligated.
What a setup.
What contract?
Yeah, wait. Oh, thank God I showed up.
This is a game we use the Genesys system from Fantasy Flight Games. I am so happy. I have gone literally a year without this book. It's been in the bottom of a box as I moved twice, and now I have it again.
Historical.
I'm excited. So we are a band of hunters at the Club Centurio, run by the Moogle Montblanc, and there you take on different hunts of legendary creatures for fun and profit. And let's meet our hunters for today. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I am playing Mimosa, and she is a Viera Black Mage. I don't know what level I am, but
It's not really levels.
you know, I've been doing this a while, and I've learned Toad, and that's a key mile marker, I think.
All right, Thrash.
Hey, everybody. I am Thresh Putin. Today I'm playing Magnelius, Summoner. Moogle Summoner, of course. Kupo. And it's been very fun joining this very experienced and often threatening looking group of people to hunt with. I have become fast friends with them. I hope they would say the same back to me, but they often don't. So I have made friends with my Eidolons, and I have gotten some great summons going on with my beautiful primals that I can bring up forth and hang out with anytime. Shiva, Ifrit.
You know that
They're
started.
my friends.
It started happy, and then it just got sadder and
It got
sadder.
real sad. Yeah. It got like awkward.
Exactly. I always try and present Magi that way. But no,
I just imagine. I'm imagining you like in the front part of Club Centurio, and you're playing cards at the table, and you're like, oh, Ifrit, do you have any tins? And Ifrit's like, go fish.
Go fish.
And then the door opens and you pop up excitedly with your wings all are fluttered. It's like, oh dear, is this a friend? Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, Shiva, it's your turn.
Precisely the dynamic I'm going for, and it is sad. It is a little sad.
Oh gosh. Okay. So we do have a little bit of a previously on for this one, and let me make sure that our channel points are doing the right thing, because I forgot. I was like ahead on things too, and then I forgot to change the channel points. So all right, yeah, we're getting that fixed. So we can use channel points as we go to get the players a boost die or a setback die that will either help or harm them along the way. If y'all have the roller open, if y'all want to go ahead and roll
Destiny.
roll Destiny, that would be awesome. Oh, that's a great roll from Mimosa.
No.
Special roll. That is. Let's see. Roll destiny. Oh, good.
This has been fantastic. We got 3 dark sides for me to play with as we go.
Now, you keep saying it's sad how Moggy presented himself. If Moggy dies tonight, we're all going to cry because of the whole setup. That chat's going to cry. I'm going to cry.
We are all gonna cry.
And it's bound to happen with what we just rolled for Destiny. Rave, welcome to chat.
Rave,
We
welcome.
need all the boost die we can get tonight, chat.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so as I mentioned, we do need a little bit of a previously on today. Several adventures ago, you weren't necessarily on a hunt, but you were tipped off that the Demon's Blade sword was located in the Tomb of Wraithwall. And you went to retrieve it, knowing that this would fetch this is a very, very powerful magical sword, and it would fetch a very good price at auction. And it was in that adventure that you encountered the demon wall that was trying to squish you or knock you off of a bridge. I remember that a lot longer period of time than I had expected was spent on a frayed piece of rope that was hanging off the middle of the bridge.
Oh yes. Mhm.
And but you did return with the Demon's Blade sword, Demon's Blade sword. The famous auction house in Trino has graciously accepted your submission, and the day of the auction has arrived. You are there representing the owners of the blade. This is a very, very high class formal affair. There's a reception at the opening with the items all on display around the lobby area, with wine and various cheeses being served, and so as you're milling about and answering questions, tell me, what are y'all wearing?
Fur. And it draws a lot of questions because I am a Vieira, but it's not Vieira fur, as I tell everybody that asks.
I'm kind of curious how many people ask. It's like, you're wearing fur. Did you slaughter your own people for that?
Is that a normal question? You get that all the time, I'm sure.
I also don't know why people keep asking, but it does kind of look like Vieira fur, but it isn't.
Okay, Magnelius, are you wearing anything?
Yeah, I'm wearing the, I think, Evilise equivalent of a tuxedo t-shirt. I've got, I've basically put forth an effort, but the effort was incorrect, ultimately. And I've also still got my punk rock dyed Kupo hair at the top. So it's just kind of a very interesting balance and look.
What color is it dyed?
I think every time I get a new Eidolon, I dye it the color of that element. So it's just kind of a weird mixture of red and ultimately light blue, and so far, some weird different mixtures of that. So all the different colors are coming together.
Yeah.
Also, just want to make sure it's not my problem. You can edit this out. But are we recording on Zencastr? Because mine says ready to record, and I just want to make sure I'm not messing up anything.
Nope. That's me messing it up this time.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I had to double check.
I appreciate it. Thank you for watching out for me.
No worries. Trust me, I was looking out for me messing up more than anything, and I was like, wait a minute.
After Tuesday Suck, which y'all will be able to listen to next week on
Yes.
how Thrash not only made our evening very pleasant by suggesting a very, very, very good, horrible film, but also made our evening miserable by continuously messing up Zencaster.
It's a zero-sum friendship. I promise that from the beginning. I will do just as much damage as I do positivity, and I love you guys for it. It was a great time. Corker of an episode. But yes.
Speaking of people with a little tuft of color at the top of their head,
yes,
Montblanc himself is fluttering over, and Montblanc is the only Moogle you've ever known that actually has a tuft of blonde hair up there, and not just simply fur. And so he's admiring the glass case with the blade in there, and it's got some magical fairy lights around it, and just admiring it. It's like, it says, "Oh, very well done, Kupo. They've made it look quite nice, haven't they?"
They really have. I mean, it was quite dirty when we found it. I don't know what they did.
Well,
blood stains on it and everything.
Is this the same one? It looks pristine.
Well, I've heard that there's quite a few just very interested parties tonight, and so I'm very anxious for a good outcome here. But I think you went with the right auction house. This is the finest in Evilise, so nothing to do but wait and mill about, answer questions, drive up the excitement.
Yes,
and he goes, "Are those little smoky sausages? Hold on." And he flies away. So you are in this lobby at this point, and various people milling about. There's Magnelius, if you could roll me.
Sure.
If you could roll me, now that I actually have, this is exciting. I actually have my book. Perception against 3 purples.
Certainly. That'd be a 3v3. Let's go. You said 3 purples, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, a threat.
You got a threat,
success.
but a success. All right.
Oh, okay.
And Mimosa, if you could do the same roll.
Okay. I have to remember what my perception is. Yellow and a green. And I got a success.
Excellent. All right. We'll go in reverse order here. Mimosa, you, as you're looking around the crowd, you do see a very tall, dark man that is having a glass of wine, very, very finely dressed, and you will note that this is the Marquis Hallam Ondor. This, if this is the sort of prestige that this place gets, that's a very, very good sign. What Magnelius notices is kind of on the opposite side of the spectrum. You see another Moogle floating about, wearing a trench coat and a fedora, and wearing a fedora on top of his head with a little hole cut out so that his pops out.
Is it Inspector Gadget Moogle? That's what I'm imagining right now.
What anyone else is imagining, what anyone is imagining right now is a delight. It's exactly what I'm also imagining.
That's pretty close. This is you do recognize him because he's been through town a few times. This is the famed private detective, Philip Moglow.
Yes,
Philip Moglow.
Philip Moglow.
Okay.
Oh, that's so good. I was expecting that or Mogman Chandler or something like that. This is too good.
Other people in the crowd, you notice a tall woman who carries herself very, very well, who's just kind of draped in these extravagant robes that are very finely tailored. Clearly someone of great means. You notice a Numao, just the kind of large, kind of frumpy dog creatures, who is wearing servant's attire, but also of very high quality. And so you would expect that that he has been dispatched by somebody of high importance. So,
well,
anything y'all want to do while you're here before the preparation before the auction begins?
Well, as soon as you said Montblanc flew off with a flutter towards those little smokies, literally right behind him, Mogdelius is like, "Oh, little smokies, Kupo!" And then you just see, and I'm basically just doing a tour of the buffet. I've got, cheese blocks, wine. I'm having a ball, and then kind of, remember what I'm there for after a good little bit of reverence.
Yeah, like and considering your small size, like the toothpicks with the cheese, like. And they're I shouldn't say toothpicks. They're the plastic sword things,
naturally,
because this is a high class establishment,
of course.
and so like they look even bigger in your hand, and so you've put several cheeses, and you're like like one of the fire swallowers. You're like putting the sword all the way down your throat.
Yeah, I'm definitely like trying to show off. Like, watch this! I can do 6 at once. Ah, it's just like all that.
Basically, Moggy acts the exact same way at a high class establishment and on a first date. These are the same tricks.
Yes, 100%.
Well, I'm putting as much distance between myself and Moggy as possible. I would probably want to make sure that I don't want to get too far from the sword where it's displayed. I want to kind of keep an eye on it, and I want to be able to stay nearby to answer any questions. I'm trying to sell it, so I may be, if I see somebody interested in it, I may point out how beautiful it is and how old, and I think it's a magic sword. I don't know. I don't know a ton about it, but I'm going to do my best to sell it.
And I think I'm gonna float up to Mimosa after my last cup of wine and start to say, like, I'm seeing some prime targets for the sword, Koopa. I can mingle if you want to vouch from here. Do you think I should go talk to anyone in particular? That very tall woman in fabric.
No.
You sure?
That is okay. I have it handled.
Okay.
They're almost out of strawberries. You really should go get one before they run out.
Flutter, 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 flutter.
Oh no, Kupo! The Marquis will come up to the display and will look at it very carefully and say, "Oh, we never thought to see the like of this again. You retrieved this from Wraithwall's tomb."
I did.
Most impressive. There's been many who've tried to go in there and they never found their way out. So,
all the more reason why the asking price is so high.
as it should be. I think that you'll do well today. I have my eye on a few items here, but this is most definitely one, and I'm not the only one.
Well, we certainly want to make sure that it goes to somebody who will appreciate it, and I know that you will appreciate it.
From behind him is you hear a voice say, looks like just a sword to me. And Philip Moglo
Rude. Who was
will
that?
float up and say, I never understood this hoity-toity stuff. You get me just
Well,
a sword with a good edge, that's all I need.
well, there are plenty of those at the common market down the street.
Nice. Good touch.
So tell me, while you were in Wraithwall's tomb, did you happen upon anything else?
Did we happen upon anything else?
Nothing of note, nothing like treasure-wise.
Nothing of note. Not, treasure-wise.
All right. Have you heard anything else about the other items here? Anything noteworthy?
So what do I know about the other items here?
I don't know. Have you poked around?
Mimosa would not have. She would have been really kind of laser focused on trying to sell her thing.
I think while Moggy was floating around, he may have peeped a few of them, potentially. Yes.
Moggy has flown underneath the sneeze guard of the buffet.
I set off all the alarms on the food side, not even the auction side. They're like, why are the caterers yelling at Moggy? What did you do?
Moggy, are you still over by the food?
I've definitely seen the fact that Philip Moglo is now approached Mimosa, and I'm very excited about that potentially because obviously
Okay.
a Moogle noir detective legend in the village I grew up in.
Right.
Tale of him traveled far across Evilis for Moogles, as it often does. Moogles are very good at communicating across many things. We sent letters about Philip Moglo all the time.
Moggy, you know this person?
I do. Only I don't know.
Talking smack about our sword.
I don't know anything factual, only apocryphal. I've heard so many tall tales. I never knew he actually existed. We thought he was a children's story.
Well, he's making fun of our sword.
Well, that's rude.
Right?
I don't like that, Koopa. No, you don't talk junk about us.
I've got nothing against the sword. It's just not my thing, doll.
Me? Did you
Moogle noir.
refer to me? Did you refer to me as doll?
So
You were amongst
Philip.
high society because
And he'll hold his hands out to Magnelius.
I will say, first of all, please do not talk to my friend that way. And I shake his hand fervently. I'm trying to defend both teams right now. Like, no, I've heard a lot about you, but please don't talk to Mimosa like that.
Intended no offense. Excuse me. Not used to these sorts of crowds.
clearly.
Normally, my days are spent in back alleys, with the washed up and the general dregs of society, the rejected.
Generally, I wouldn't advertise that if I were you. That's embarrassing, frankly.
Oh, can you ask that waiter to bring me some food too?
Little Smokies, more little Smokies, Koopa. We're all out.
Could use a refill.
Vieira, this guy's, from what I understand, he's seen it all.
So, tell me, what do you know about the stuff around here? And if you want to show them kind of the general area, there's a lot of like of small items. There's you know, some there's an extremely rare triple triad card that
Oh,
is and all okay. We just lost Mognelis.
oh yeah, I'm like, huh?
Wilk says, "Get it yourself."
Fair enough, Wilkes.
There is you know, an ancient Coptic jar from some of the plains wanderers that you know, uh, has the image of a cactar on the lid. It's just like that.
That's cool.
There is a very worn desk that is in much need of restoration, that, you know, dates back 2 centuries. There is an uh, a a saddle that was ridden by a prince, you know, not terribly long after the time of Wraithwall, that is actually gold plated in places, and actually, you know, kept in pretty good condition. Finally, there is a a a magical puzzle box that dates back about 150 years, said to have been held by one of the greatest mages in history.
It's quite a lineup, Kupo.
So are you here because you're gonna bid on something or just to be judgmental?
You know, man can walk and chew gum at the same time. You know what I mean? Or hover.
No, I don't know what you mean.
I'm on the lookout for something in particular. I'll know it when I see it,
Oh
but I
yeah?
haven't
Like what?
seen it yet.
Could you describe it?
Well, it ain't a sword, I'll tell you that.
Okay, not sword. Okay. That narrows it down some.
No. The way it was described to me, it's something about yay tall. Pretty high on the magical content. I was told that I'd know it when I saw it.
Yay tall.
Well, that's not super helpful.
Well, that makes 2 of us then. I do appreciate the 2 of those, sir, and holds out his hand to Magnelius.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
He'll hover away. After a while, you will see some of the other people, you know, kind of come and go. Larson, the auctioneer, is kind of going from one place to another, and a lot of the people are actually following him as it will go into some, you know, just preview some of the history, whet people's appetites a little bit, and he while he's over there, he will point to the tall woman and say, that is Madame Barbaricia, very wealthy, and she's keeping her cards close to the chest, but I know she has come to spend. The new Mao, you undoubtedly have noticed, is Barbane. He is the personal servant of one of the very distinguished judges of the empire, and a collector who we see quite often, to be honest, and never leaves empty-handed. I feel like this is a good crowd. I think we will do very well.
It's
Absolutely.
very exciting. Yes.
So you collector of anything in particular? Blades, perchance?
One of the know it when you see it type item.
Yes, I hope so.
Oh, he has purchased weaponry from us. The judges, they like their swords and their armor.
Yes.
As judges do.
Also, making gil from the Empire has a beautiful ring to it. Stealing it back, as they say.
For sure. The Imperial judges are more like generals. In this world, they have awesome armor.
They do.
They
look cool.
They have this really resonant tone to their voice because they're speaking in the armor, and it like echoes out of them. It's
they're Darth Vader.
They are Darth Vader of this world for sure. Heaven forbid that Final Fantasy, base anything on Star Wars,
yeah.
but
at all.
Definitely not this world where the Empire has Empire has taken over with Darth Vader.
Stop pulling the string. Stop pulling the string. It'll all fall apart.
Yeah, it keeps going in Final Fantasy 12 where you're the farm boy who saves the princess from Imperial imprisonment.
I was about to say, you weren't nearly done. Balthier's Han Solo. We're not nearly done.
Balthier's.
Are you the princess's brother, perchance?
No. So it's completely different.
Star Wars.
Completely
Come
different.
on.
Woo, dodged a bullet there. Dodged a lightsaber there.
Right. Just as long as no, pirate cowboys show up in a ship.
Whoops.
The non-human companion and co-pilot?
Right.
Whoops.
Big change, changing the Wookiee to a bunny
Which
girl
is copyrighted
with
material.
almost no clothing on. It's
What do you mean?
It's totally different.
Totally different.
All right. Anything else that needs doing while we're around here?
Pickpocketing?
I mean, that's a choice.
Oh, it's a choice.
Your face.
I was like,
I mean, I'm not gonna, but I would normally, because normally I play a rogue, but I'm not gonna this time because I'm not a rogue.
It's throwing you off, isn't it?
It really is. I was just like, wait, hold up, not a rogue. Can't do roguish things.
yeah, like I see Mimosa trying not to breathe and just like tensing herself in a corner. I'm like, are you okay? She's like trying not to steal. I'm like, oh my god, it has to be so hard.
I'm a recovering rogue.
Oh yeah,
that's what I messaged Jen when she was playing a little bit of Final Fantasy 14, and I told her, okay, you can't pick rogue at first, but there is a rogue. Don't worry,
it's available.
That's funny.
I'll be on the lookout for that.
Heck yeah. Well, yeah. Is there anything else you want to do before we? I guess, and we still question the new Mao if we want to, or potentially the Madam. She hasn't really wandered over. Neither of them have, but seems like they all came for a specific reason.
I mean, sure, we can talk to them. Sure. I'm also a little interested in what the unspecified magical object is, because Mimosa sees a business opportunity. Sees business opportunities everywhere, and if she can help procure such an item, or thinks she can, she would certainly offer her services. But at the moment, she's no idea what that guy's talking about. So,
yeah, I wonder if it's a know it when you see it for us too. Hopefully, it is.
I don't know.
I just know it's yay big. Whatever.
It's well, is it yay big in relation to the Moogle, or like?
That's a great point.
It
okay,
yeah,
no,
so it's about it's the way he was indicating was a foot and a half maybe.
Okay.
So in Moogle terms, he would have to go like that.
I'm like, he said it was this big.
How is he gonna carry that thing? Okay, so a magic item, yay big.
He did have a trench coat.
Mm.
I think that's what the trench coat's for. Besides the hard-boiled
Solves
detective
it.
work, besides the hard-boiled detective work as well, that's what the trench coat has to be for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, do you want to go hit up these other rich people?
We may as well just see what, like, just make conversation, be like, enjoying what you're seeing.
Yeah, you're great at that. Why don't we go do that?
Yeah, I'm very good at that. After a few glasses of wine, Maki is just feeling it. Did you see Philip Marlowe's here? Did you see that?
Maki has eaten so much that his belly is even further out, and he's kind of wobbly in the air.
I'm basically saying to everyone, joke's on them. You don't have to bid on the food, suckers.
This is where I get all my money back. All right. Okay, so Maki, you're going to go talk to one of them?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to the new Mao, I think, who is there on behalf of the judge.
Okay.
A Moogle can't really seem that threatening to him, so I figured I'd just go make small talk.
You see him with a glass of wine and carefully looking over things, and he will notice you kind of tip his glass and nod slightly.
I bow my floating bauble orb.
You could grab your palm and
no, not my palm. I just I bow with my my little Moggy hand
flops
outward like that. It flops down in respect, and I'm like,
it hits him in the
great
face.
Party. Oh, lots of cool stuff here. I love Triple Triad. What are you here for?
Oh. Do you play?
I do a bit. I grew up playing. My grandfather loved it, Koopa.
I have quite a good time playing with the staff at the house. My master does not engage, so I'm not here for that.
Sure.
But
Sure.
But it is a rare treat. I've never seen the like. I don't think many people have.
It's an incredible specimen. I just, everything here is just breathtaking. What are you here for in particular?
Oh, I have my eye on several things.
Certainly.
I also do my homework, so I know that you are one of the adventurers.
Oh, of course, absolutely. I am here as a spectator, of course, also a an enjoyer of fine foods, naturally. But yes, that blade over there. I mean, I'm very proud to say that my group that I represent is responsible for bringing it here, and it was just an incredible find, and I hope you enjoy that as well. It's plenty to offer.
Oh. Spectator only. You're not going to bid on anything.
I'm tempted, but we'll have to see how the night evolves, as they say, and the budget. Oh, Koopa, the budget.
Well, I don't mind telling you, my master is interested in the blade, and I am not the only one here. So you'll have some skill at the end of the night. If you're tempted by something else, I don't think that you're going to come out of this day a loser.
It's the first time I've ever been told that, Kupo. Thank you so much. Yeah, Monkey tears up, bows his palm again, and flies off.
Monkey just
pretending not to cry. Pretending not to cry.
Just flies right out the front door. 3 hours later, he's he's at the doorstep of his parents' house and saying, "You're right, but I've found what I was looking for, and I'm ready to join the family business. No more adventuring, no more hunting. This is where I belong."
My closure. This is it. It's beautiful.
And so now Mimosa's by herself to face the enemy.
I got my closure. Good luck.
All right. Barbaricia?
Yeah, I'll go talk to her.
Nice. Ooh, and Amy gave us a boost. Aurelia, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
That was very kind of you.
We will use that boost on the next roll.
Yes.
Madame Barbaricia is, as I said before, just like you can see her face and just doesn't look well, but carries herself very well despite that. She's young, but she just has kind of this pale, sickly look to her, and but she is um, extremely polite, nonetheless, and um, they'll say, the demon's bane sword. I've heard that it's cursed.
Well, I have heard that too. However, um, it is not necessary. You don't have to use it. You don't have to touch it. Look how pretty it is. You could impress all of your guests with the story of the cursed blade.
I must say that would be quite a draw at the next dinner party. We're always very excited about tales of hauntings and curses.
Alternatively, you can trick someone into messing with it and then curse somebody.
Well,
Fun dinner party.
the excitement of ghosts and curses ends when the story ends and reality begins. It's not something that I would want to actually experience.
That being said, we haven't actually wielded the sword, so I can neither confirm nor deny that it is actually cursed, but that is what the stories say.
Well, I must say the tale of you retrieving it from the tomb is most exciting.
Yeah, I got a scar from like falling down, however.
Moses like parting the purse, like, look at the scar. Madame
I
Barbara.
risked life and limb for this thing, as did my friends. It's the asking price is quite high.
Um, you as you turn back around from showing the scar, you see by the look on her face that it's like, okay, we like stories, we don't like seeing the aftermath.
Apologies, did not mean to offend.
All right, if I could get both of you, if I can get both of you to roll me. What's this gonna be? There's not really a charm stat. We could do cool.
There's negotiation. If I don't know what we're doing.
Let's do either cool or negotiation.
Okay.
Against.
I'm gonna.
Mine are the same thing.
Okay. And roll that against 3 purples, but each one.
Okay. And is this the
pretty
boost?
Good negotiation.
We can choose to use the boost from or is it just on the next roll? Oh, it is on the next roll.
It's on the next roll. So,
can I use it? Because I think I have a better negotiation than you.
Please, definitely do. Okay. I have a 2 green. Yeah.
Okay, I have a yellow green, so I'll take the boost.
Yeah, go for it. Take it.
All right.
I rolled one success and 4 threats. Okay. Yeah.
Quite a bit of threats there.
Quite a bit
between the two of us.
That's 6 in total.
As a number of threats have been added.
It boosted the wrong thing.
Damn it.
I think the threat is going to be that while you're talking to Madame Barbaricia, Philip Boglow, like flutters up and is like, that thing's not cursed. There's no way. Believe me, I've researched all these things.
No one's talking to you. Shoot.
Yes, with all due respect, please shut up, Cooper.
Madame Barbaricia was like, oh, really? Well, tell me more about what you've learned, and wander off with
I don't like your friend.
Yeah, honestly,
Maggie. He's costing us money.
never meet your heroes, Koopo.
He's costing us money. Dang. What is he even here for?
I don't know.
Just to talk a bunch of smack.
You will see Larson has completed his circle over to the room, and he will go to the door to the big double doors that lead into the actual auction site. And there are two guards beside him, and one of them has like a musical triangle, and goes ding ding, and Larson will very dramatically and almost Aragorn level cool, like open the doors together and then bow and allow everybody in. There are your seats are on the bottom level. There are stairs on either side of the entrance going up to the boxes. You do see Madame Barbaricia heading up that way. Whereas the Marquis is going to head to the left, where most other people, especially the ones that you've met, are going to file in. Philip Moglo is going to kind of sit in the back and make face like. If there's like a Moggy-sized cigarette, he's going to. And the guard's going to go, no, sir. And like, what kind of joint is this? And it put it out on the rug.
The guard that said no, sir, to him, I'm gonna kind of tap on his shoulder and like kind of be like, come here. That guy, I don't think he's here to buy anything. He's just been eating the free food. He don't have no money. He looks broke as hell. I don't know if he belongs here. I'm a little suspicious of this guy. Is all I'm saying. Maybe just keep an eye on that weirdo.
Of course, madame. I assure madame that Master Moglo has been sent here by a representative from the Imperial Army to observe today, and we have known about
the Imperial Army, you say?
Indeed.
All right.
Is that fur from?
No, not from a Vieira. Not from a Vieira. Yeah. Wild hair.
All right. Is there anything that y'all want to bid on?
And we get a list of what's there again. I know you told us.
Yes. Yes. All right. First of all, Coptic jar.
I really want that.
Coptic jar cactuar is definitely, yeah.
I didn't even realize it rhymes.
Yeah, come on, man.
Coptic jar cactuar.
I mean, that's when you mentioned that was high on my list of interests.
Same.
Old desk. Golden plated saddle. Mage's puzzle box. It's a really also very, very cool item called the Demon's Bane sword. You're gonna like this one.
Oh, that one. Cool. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we know? Like, is it one of those things where we can see what the bid numbers are so far, or are we just like a blind bid on stuff?
It's gonna be bidding in the live. It's not
okay. All right, like a live auction. Okay.
Live auction, yeah.
I will. So I'm gonna sit next to Moggy, and I'm gonna say Coptic jar cactuar, but also mage puzzle box. Looks interesting to me. What about you?
That's exactly what I was thinking. That Coptic jar cactuar is just we have to have that if we can.
Have to have that. That's a priority.
But the puzzle box, it does sound mysterious and potentially, literally magical. So I think it could be something we could definitely
I'm
maybe.
interested in the mage puzzle box. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like
The description next to height says "yay."
Thrash.
We're like,
Hey.
Thrash and I are going to start a band immediately after this broadcast called Coptic Jar
Coptic
Cactuar.
Jar Cactuar. Yes, same page. We're all doing this. It's official.
I'm not invited to be in the band.
Jin,
What
you're in
the
the
hell?
band. It's gonna happen.
You.
It's absolutely.
Damn.
This is the band.
Damn.
All right, so
Holidays.
the desk is going to be bid on first, and
Okay.
Okay.
it's at some point
Somewhat.
That's excuse me. What's in the desk? Suddenly, Mimosa, I'm very interested in the desk. I don't know why. I just have a feeling something special's inside.
You don't need the desk.
Okay. I'll settle down, Goopo. He said porn was in there. Oh, shit.
You see, there's little things like when we started the stream and I was describing the items, I realized that I didn't have a head on the Coptic jar, and so just immediately like, okay, what kind of like Final Fantasy Cactuar, and it was perfect, and then just me misspeaking here, it's like I know this is gonna get derailed, but it was my fault, and I know that, so
That's beautiful natural moment.
As the desk is being shown, Philip Moglo is gonna like, why don't you open up those drawers? Let's take a look inside, see what condition it's in. And Larson will go, of course, sir. And like open up the drawers, and Moglo's like hovering over, and you hear like exacerbated, like frustrated from some of the audience. He's like, all right, yeah. And he floats on back and he whispers to y'all, one in there. And so that
I high five him, or try to high five him. He just flies by me.
So the desk does get sold. Next up is the Golden Line saddle. Moglo has just zero interest in that. You do see though that Barbane does put in some bids. The Marquis kind of doesn't seem overly interested, but if he can get a low price, he'll do it. But he bows out pretty quick, and eventually Barbane ends up with it for for like 12,000 gil. And then it's going to come to the Demon's Bane sword.
Ooh.
And I was making y'all roll like the negotiation earlier to see how interested y'all were making these people, but both Barbane and the Marquis are fighting for it. Madame Barbaricia bows out early on it, but puts it, drives the price up pretty nicely at the beginning. Nice. And eventually the Marquis is the winner for 24,000 gil.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
So the house will get 20% of that, and the rest will be.
So that's
what, like $5,000?
No, it's 4,800.
4,800.
Yeah.
So you're getting 19,200. Is that right? Yeah. All right. And so combine that
plus
with
the 15 that we already have. Yeah. There we go. So we've got 34 to spend.
Now the triple triad card is the surprise for everyone. All of a sudden, there's a few a few people that have not bid on anything at all, and in fact have never been to this particular auction house ever, because this sort of like pop culture collectible is just not normally what they do. They do here, but the seller was insistent. Larson did acquiesce, and so just about 3 or 4 just absolute trash weebs from the back getting into a bidding war on it, end up with 45,000 gil on the thing, and
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
and walk away with it.
The power of Triple Triad cannot be denied. Wow.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the card game.
It's from Final Fantasy VIII, but it's also in Final Fantasy XIV. It's a card game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
you'll
So I'll learn what that
learn
is
it,
eventually.
yeah.
Okay.
So you get to the mage's puzzle box, and it is really cool. It's braced in bronze, but it's got the box itself is wooden, and it's got like this intricate bronze relief on the front of it it's basically like a starry scene with a full moon and stars that are falling, and
That's cool.
it's really, really beautiful. Larson will introduce it, and it's like, now there is quite a puzzle to this, and we have not opened it, of course. I must warn you, though, if you are the lucky winner, please do not try to force your way in. There are magical defenses against that, and whatever is on the inside will be destroyed if you were to force your way in. And so, with that being said, I think we should start the bidding at 5,000.
Okay. How do you want to do this, Moggy?
Right. Should we be the opening ones that shows like leaves us vulnerable and interested?
5,000, Miss Madame Barbaricia says.
That solves that.
Solves that. Okay. 5,500.
Okay.
I'll
say 5,500. Immediately, Philip Moglo goes 6,000.
Oh. 7,000.
7,000. And Moglo will wink at you and kind of fly closer and says, "Just driving up the price for you. I want you to get a good amount of money on this one."
That's the wrong. Your intentions were in the right place, Kupo, but your execution
did it wrong.
Could not have been worse. Oh my goodness, Kupo, that's embarrassing. Why did you fly up and ask this one to get opened? By the way, Kupo,
you can't open it.
Inspect that.
Look, I'll help you out, but we got to open this up, and if it's the thing I'm looking for, I'm gonna need to take it. There's nothing I can do about that. The Imperials are looking for it.
Well, okay. Well, are you going to pay us back? For
Yeah,
it?
1,000 gil at least for the bid you just drove up. You what?
Okay, 1,000 gil it is. I'll expense it over to the Empire.
Hey!
and Moglo and Moggy are shaking their hands.
I was like, "Thank you so much," and I'm looking at Mimosa like a big thumbs up, I'm like, "I nailed it."
All right, y'all just keep bidding. I'll make sure that the other ones are bow out, and he'll like scurry away.
How are you gonna? I'm gonna go poison their drinks. What are you gonna? 7,000.
So you see the Marquis stand up from his booth up to the left, and as he's raising his hand, you see Moglo like pop up beside him and whisper into his ear, and he's like, "Okay," and he sits back down.
Worth every gil.
We're losing money on this deal now.
Barbane.
It's working, Mimosa. It's working.
Barbane and Barbaricia are both still in it, and Barbane has just increased to 8,000. Are y'all going to?
10,000.
Yeah,
What is it?
we will. 9,000.
9,000.
10,000.
Oh, 10,000.
I
Oh,
I
that's
said
good.
10.
Both
Yeah,
of y'all,
10's good.
both
10.
of y'all stood up, and Magnilius goes 9,000.
9,000.
He's like,
You're
no,
like,
10,000. Yeah. All right. Roll.
I say now we're even.
Fair. I'm not really good at math, so I fully accept this.
Okay.
That's perfect.
I need a. There is a charm and coercion. Okay. Either a cool roll or a coercion roll.
I will do coercion.
Okay, it's going to be against 2.
I will as well.
Against
I have 3.
2.
No,
Three
only
green.
1.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I have a yellow and a green. Which is
Yeah,
better? 3 green
go
or
for it.
yellow and green?
I think yellow and green is it?
3 green was probably.
Against 2 purple.
More dice are better than
More dice. You do it.
Okay. Against 2?
2. Yeah.
Hey. 3 success, 1 threat.
3 success. Okay. So, with that, y'all show you shoot glances at the other ones, and at that Barbarichios just goes and bows out. Barbane kind of furrows his brow, and you can see him wavering. He's almost there. He's almost out. In fact, he will only raise to 10 to 50.
10-5.
10-5. Okay. Now another roll against 2.
Oh.
You do it.
Yeah, gotcha. 2 success, 1 threat.
Okay.
And Avreldia gave us a boost again. I don't know if that was timed for that roll, but we can still use it on the next one.
Yeah. All right. You don't need it. Barbane
Nice.
will look at you and again bow his head slightly, and Larson will with the gavel on that one, and you have this puzzle box.
I hate that we missed out on the porn desk, but this is fantastic. Thank you for the future boost, Avreldia. Sorry.
All right. Well, we got one more item.
It's true.
Okay, so the Cactuar Coptic jar.
Yes. This is the one. Coptic jar, Cactuar. Yes, we nailed it. All right, there we go. We're ready. Did we win? Was that the bid?
That was the bid.
Did we?
5. Yes, you won.
We have 23,700 remaining.
That was in character, right? Was
yes.
Is like, did we
yes.
win? Did we win the puzzle?
Did we
box?
win? Did we win the puzzle box? And I just do the Cactuar dance as Moggy.
Larson will present the Coptic jar and put it down, and it's like, this is a very fine piece. I was excited to be able to represent it here today. This is many hundreds of years old from the Plain Walker people, and represents some of their very older ceremonies and civilization. It's fine collection. And at that moment, you all feel a wind inside. It is very abrupt. And in fact, it hits so hard that the Moogles present all like move over a foot, just being caught by this wind. And
I tried to grab onto Vieira's fur costume for the infinite, and I just completely whiff and blow away.
Larson's just eyes go wide, and he reaches out to grab the jar, but it just flies off the table and against the wall to the back and shatters into pieces. And out from it comes an item that y'all are very familiar with. It's one of the crystals. This one is yellow. It is the crystal of wind. and it seems to grow. It was too big to actually fit into this jar. It was magically contained inside. But as you see it and it's floating on the stage there, Madame Barbaricia steps off of the balcony box and walks on the air coming down as she's pulling off her robes. Her extremely long yellow hair just starts flowing around her, and you see that her entire body is like this yellow tinge. And this is Valvalis, the Fiend of Wind.
Whoa.
You have to bid. You can't just go grab it. You're not following the rules.
That's not allowed. We wanted that.
Y'all want to take
2,000.
Y'all want to take a quick break before
2,500
before the fight?
Oh, yes.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a break.
Sure.
And stay tuned. We will be back very, very soon. Give me 5 minutes, and we will fight Valvalis.
Woohoo.
All right, we're back.
2,600.
Yeah, and you have lost a bid here. I don't know what's wrong with you. This adventure would have been over if you just won the bid. But let's roll initiative here.
Which is what?
It's gonna be rolled.
What's initiative?
Cool against nothing.
Oh, I see.
Cool against nothing.
That should be 2 green for me.
I have
Success
one
and advantage. Ooh, nice. Good rolls. For just initiative, not combat or anything like that.
Well, and they're against nothing.
Exactly.
So.
You can't really mess up.
All right, so wind starts, and you're now understanding what's happening. The wind is emanating from her, as her long hair just swoops around like the wind is coming off of her and hitting everybody in the room. There is an absolute panic starting already, as people are running for the door. Larson's not, it's just kind of wide-eyed at the whole thing, but the wind picks up enough that actually the wooden table gets pushed over, and the chairs start like sliding towards the edges of the room. Vivala says is gonna go first, but her action is just approaching and saying, I have been looking for you for a very long time, and as you're watching this, Philip Moglos just appears at your shoulder, and he says, I've been looking for that for a very long time. That's what I was looking for.
So that's the thing.
So
it's not in the puzzle box. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't owe you the 1,000, so this is great.
This is my puzzle box. Okay. Okay.
Got it.
So y'all are adventuring types. Any way you can get that off of her, my employer Garland would really like it back. And y'all will recognize Garland's name as the guy who hired y'all to get the crystals in the past.
Okay, so how much did we pay for this puzzle box? We'll do it for 10,500.
10,600. You were rude to her earlier.
Are you bidding against her? That's not the way that works.
No, you owe us 10,600, Kupo.
We'll do it for 10,500. Otherwise, you're on your own. We will seek shelter from the wind.
Roll negotiation.
This will be our boost, by the way. Our boost from Aurelia is on this one.
That's right. Okay, was that you? You have a better negotiation, or did I?
I think you do.
I have for negotiation. I have yellow green.
I have 2 greens.
Okay, I'll do it. Against how many purple?
3.
With a boost.
With a boost. And I got a threat.
That's the way she goes. Throwing rocks tonight.
5. 5,000.
7.
Done.
7. All right. Here we
Hey,
go.
all right.
And
I told you he was cool, Kupo.
and he starts hurrying over to the side, but of course he's hovering, and the wind kind of takes him, and he just woo, and right out the door.
Bye.
All right, so it is y'all's
Good to
turn.
meet you.
All right, lady.
If it's getting windy
I'm
in
gonna-
here, I'm summoning Shiva for sure.
You're thinking ice? Because I was thinking ice too.
Yeah, ice is usually pretty strong against wind.
Okay, I'll
The
try
best,
ice first.
yeah, the best would be ground, but I don't think either one of y'all have anything ground.
No, I don't have Titan. But I've heard of him, Kupo.
All right, ice it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a blizzard at
Hell
her.
yeah.
Okay.
Which is, so if I remember correctly, it's gonna be Arcana.
That's right.
Okay.
Against 2, you'll get 1 blue because of ice, because it's not the full opposite, but it will help.
And I have 3 success and advantage and a triumph.
Dang, holy smoke.
Whoa!
What's your base damage on that?
Intelligence, so that's intellect, sorry, so that's 4.
Okay, what do you want for that triumph?
Can we get a surprise round? Or is that triumph worthy?
I'll tell you what. We can make it so like the ice like clubs her over the head, and the wind dies down for a round, and she won't act this round.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so it clunks her, just pops her. She eats stage,
Nice.
right in front of the crystal, and the wind dies down.
Everybody, the audience claps. Yeah.
Moggy's like holding on to to Mimosa's ear like
Right.
a windsock, and it kind of settles down. And okay, so Moggy, you are using your turn to summon.
Yes, yeah. If Shiva's not out yet, I'm using my turn to summon for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So yeah, the blue form of Shiva just materializes as like it feels like the air is just gathering this cold mist that just solidifies in ice, and it breaks apart, and then she's there in true Final Fantasy fashion, wearing almost nothing, just like Vivalis. And yeah, and so,
This was what was inside the old desk, by the way.
Oh gosh.
oh my gosh. That's awful.
I couldn't resist them. I apologize.
And so Vivalis is kind of staggering up on her turn, and kind of regaining herself, and it is y'all's turn again.
Okay.
Well, Blizzara worked so well the first time.
It certainly did. Super effective, as they say. There's something like a good old ice bonk on the head.
Let's
go for
try
it.
that again.
Mhm.
And this time I get a success and 3 advantage.
Nice. All right.
Good rolls.
Okay, now advantages. Any ideas? Maybe that Moggy has something to hold on to that's not your ear.
Right? Yeah. That would be great.
Better battle
Maybe
stability,
you
that's
can,
for
like, He can like be a backpack.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's my backpack.
Just put me in like a papoose situation. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got you tied around nice and tight.
Right.
You're like I have this big giant like fur scarf, and I just stick you in there and like tie it real tight.
This is perfect. It's basically
you're in my fur papoose.
the two-party member of equivalent of a Voltron. It's just us unifying real quick magical purposes.
And Magnelius, while you're in there, goes, "This feels very much like a rabbit ear."
Okay, I know everyone at the auction asked you, but I will ask you after this fight. What actually is this fur made of?
It's wild hair. It's wild hair. It's not hair.
It feels exactly like the rabbit ear. It feels like the rabbit ear.
I'm not a monster.
I know that.
Rabbit ether.
All right, what is Shiva doing?
Shiva, once I get locked into my papoose position, I'm going to make sure I can tactically have her fire one of her ice missiles.
All right.
Single target. On crit, the target will be knocked over if possible. So it would require a crit 3, I guess. And I get what is a +2 next to ice missile on your Word document indicate? Is that a +2 on a certain part of the roll?
Real quick.
Yeah, no worries. I know that we said I would be rolling primal for my attack rolls for summons, which is a yellow and 2 greens.
Yeah, I think that's is that your base damage?
Oh, okay, that could be. I don't know if we've leveled up Shiva or not, but that's what I have on my sheet.
It seems low, but yeah, we'll just go with that.
Okay. We roll against how many?
2.
Gotcha. Rolling. All right, success and advantage.
All right. Any thought on the advantage?
I was gonna say, I guess that I couldn't ask for a crit on the advantage to knock her over, could I?
No, no, you need.
Yeah, I had to ask.
Yep.
Maybe keep the wind at current, diminishing levels. What do you think, Mimosa?
So we could also get additional blues.
Yeah.
Blue die.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I think I like.
Let's take one of those.
Let's do that.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can take
I forgot about that.
An extra blue on next
Yeah,
round.
absolutely.
All right.
On your next turn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She will get back on her feet and start hovering again, and say, Viera, and you two, and then she will throw her arms out, and like this, just a gust of wind that is so strong you could actually see it warp the air in front of you, just in a circle around her. Just it goes out, and why don't Mimosa roll coordination against 2 purple.
That's a threat.
Okay. The it slams into you and pushes you back, and smacks you against the stone wall behind you, and you're gonna take 2 hits for that.
Okay. How much does my level 2 spells cost me in strain? Is it 4?
Let's go back over there. It is 4, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna need to. I got one more in me before I have to drink an ether.
All right. Oh, you know what? Magnelius, you do not need to roll it for yourself because you are the boost.
Boost.
But
Perfect.
let's roll it for Shiva, though.
Okay, gotcha.
Now this is coordination, is agility. Shiva's gonna have 4 greens in agility
Okay, so against 2,
against 2 purple, right?
you got it. 2 advantages.
Advantages, but take 2 strain as Shiva also gets smacked into a pillar.
Noted.
What about but she did get some advantages for that.
Right. I will definitely take another boost for a future roll.
Okay.
If that's cool. And then, what do you think, Mimosa? What should the other be? Maybe.
Not good at coming up with these.
I was gonna say, like, it doesn't seem like the wind in the room was messing with us that much. So I was wondering if we can come up with something else.
If you want to, I would take this if you burn both of them on it. Maybe that Shiva finds herself a pillar that's gonna protect her.
Oh, sure.
On this level for the win.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we can do that.
Absolutely.
At least for the next turn.
Right.
Okay. All right. So it's back to y'all.
All right. I'll just give another Blizzara.
Absolutely. Wow.
1 success, 5 advantages.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so you got some advantage to play with there. That this one can be pretty good.
I would like to take my belt off and tie it to one of the seats so that I also am
You're tethered.
Yeah, okay.
I'm tethered.
All right, so the seats are all being moved outward. But there's some pillars
Okay.
and stuff here that you can like an iron gate,
Yes.
Yeah.
Behind
I want to tie it.
That's cool.
And how many rounds will this last me?
depends on how I think you're tethered
Maybe
better than Shiva.
Maybe my tether just gives me a boost to my roll when I get hit with the wind.
That's good.
Until it comes, and then once it comes undone, I don't have my tether anymore.
That'd be good, yeah. All right.
Also,
Okay.
I'm wondering if it's by coincidence, but for whatever reason, Mimosa ties the belt around Moggy's mouth to shut him up for for the fight.
Oh no, Cooper! All right, Shiva.
Yeah, Shiva is going to use her. Let's see.
I'm picturing
ice cone.
I'm picturing Shiva like James Bonding behind that pillar.
Yes. Just like looking each direction. Ice cone is going to be a ranged 30-foot cone on. Or is the room is this going to be? We're still at a range at this point. If it's a 30-foot cone around her.
Gosh, that's a long way. I'll say that y'all can be on the opposite side of the room.
Okay, yeah. If it's on crit, target becomes cold and will move at half speed for 2 rounds.
Okay.
And I'm going to use one of our boosts.
Right.
1 success, 1 threat.
Okay. The threat is that as the wind pulsates, the pillar just kind of gives way beside her. And as Vivalis is there, she's going to turn back around and she's going to place a hand on the crystal. And all of a sudden, the wind just increases in strength, and you see Vivalis, kind of fly up into the middle of the room, golden hair just swirling around as you. It seems like her entire body becomes part of this whirlwind, and the roof of the building comes tearing off into the night sky as this just cyclone is spinning around the room. At this point, you don't even see her anymore. The next roll is just going to be keeping yourself from, becoming
untethering.
Right. And so
we're like flying up in the air.
Yeah, you are. Mimosa's like got her hand on here, like at a 45-degree angle up. Moggy is being strangled by
the belt and papoose situation. It's all gotten tangled up.
The palm is just doing this all over the place.
If it's the shot from the movie Twister, we basically are the cow in the whirlwind, just going around right now with the close up to the camera.
Okay, so Mosa, let's roll that coordination. This is going to be against three purples. You're going to get 2 boosts though because of your tether, because you're tied on nice and tight.
Okay. And that is 3 successes and 3 threats.
Okay, you know what the threat is. That
oh dear.
That iron wrought iron divider. You hear this whining sound as the bolts come out of the ground on one side, and it just and you suddenly feel a jerk as you get pulled up another foot, but it's holding on the other side of the bolts. Moggy.
Then you hear another whining noise. That hurt so much. That was so painful.
Moggy, go ahead and also do the same roll, coordination with 2 blues, because you are secured. But this is going to be the integrity of the cloth that is cuddling you right now.
Cannot wait. Against 2, right? Or
3.
Against 3.
Come on,
against 3.
Papoose.
Come on, Papoose. Structural integrity.
Come on, Papoose.
Load bearing Papoose. 4 success, 1 advantage. This Papoose is up to code.
Yes. All right, you have 1 advantage, so you can get something small if you'd like.
Oh, that's a good question.
Maybe some little smokies are like swirling right beside you. Kupo,
delicious. Yeah, that's my advantage. I'm sure Mimosa's cool with that. Little smoke. No, we'll take a boost dice in the future, please.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Do you want to use it right now? Because now Shiva is desperately grasping for something, but she's not going to get the boost that y'all have because she's not tethered.
I would like to use that boost on Shiva for sure.
Okay. 3 purples for Shiva. Remember her coordination. What was it? Was it 4 green?
4 green.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Keep that in mind because we're going to use that a few times.
Absolutely. Oh, hey, same roll. 4 success, 1 advantage.
All right. Shiva manages to grab onto this is actually one of the, like, on the sides they've got these things that are holding like these long decorative banners, and she caught onto one and is flapping around on that, and is not real happy about it, but she manages to get without any damage.
You love to see it.
All right. You want to keep that advantage for the next roll?
What do you think, Mimosa?
Yes. I think that yes.
Seems like with the 2 of us, it's a good call to use that when we can. Yeah.
So the other question I have is, could I use the advantage to take a swig of ether for free, or is that too much?
Oh,
Free
so
sip?
this is
I got a little smoky.
I got a
I got a little smoky. Why can't she get a free sip of ether? I got a little flying, little smoky through the air.
because the Smokies don't give you anything.
They gave me a blue die, a boost.
Gosh.
It's not. We'll just take the blue die.
Yeah, I
That's
think
fine.
that's gonna need because this could be really hard to drink in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normally there's not much to do during storms but drink, but you're right in the middle of things. You're kind of busy.
I can get out a microphone and a camera and talk about how I am standing right here in the middle.
You're doing this, and some random people walk behind you, like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? It's not that bad. Why are you shouting?
We are the auction hall.
Near the heart of the storm.
All right. So you see all of a sudden, like within this wind of all these things just flying around, now the chairs and the tables are getting picked up and flying around you, and you're noticing that there's this just wave of yellow magical energy pulsating within the wind itself as it picks up even more. And so this time it's 4. You are still tethered. Coordination roll with two blues for your tether.
1, 2, 3 green, 2 blues, and 4 purple.
4 purple.
Okay. So can we take that boost die we got from the advantage earlier and
Yep.
do 3 blues?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 green, 3 blue, 4 purple. And that is 2 advantages.
Okay. The belt snaps as you go tumbling, and you get hit by one of the chairs as you just get bounced against this brick the stone wall. And if you can take 4 hits.
Okay.
Moggy.
Oh dear.
I'm afraid that your papoose is not going to help you anymore.
Oh no.
It flies
no-
off.
No boost.
No boost.
Papoose.
So this is where, like, you're going to roll to see if you can catch onto something or somehow maintain yourself to keep from taking damage, because you are now currently flying around the room in this
Right.
twister.
Okay.
So we had a couple of advantages if y'all want to use it for something or other, or you can use it to give Moggy a boost.
I
We have a boost from the chat.
Yes.
Just boosted as well. Thank you so much, Avreldia. I really appreciate that. Moggy is in dire straits right now. So is this against is it still coordination?
Coordination is 4.
Okay, and then I'll use Avreldia's boost. Come on. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
2 failure, 2 advantage. Oh no, Koopa.
Okay, your advantage is going to be that you're able to maintain concentration to keep Shiva up.
Okay, thank God.
But with failures, you are going to take 6 hits.
Woo!
Are you on wounds?
So I've taken 2 strain on wounds. I'm still good. So that would be taking 6 hits to the wounds, right?
Right.
That would put me at 5 out of 11.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's roll it for Shiva.
For Shiva. Okay, 4v4.
Okay, she has one boost because she's holding on to this banner.
Okay. Failure 5 advantage.
Okay. she gets just pummeled by the wall as well. And Magi, take 5 strain.
Okay. So on strain, I'm at 8 out of 15.
All right. There's a lot of advantages there.
Right.
Anything y'all would like to do with that?
I would like to drink some potions.
Yeah. Can we somehow like find like a
We share a potion,
Wait,
and we
Molly-
get like half the.
Mogi's
Yeah.
like, Kupo, open your mouth, and he like just opens it and like holds it up, and it and you're like,
we do like an
"Ah!"
airstream, like it's basically exactly.
You know what? For 5 advantages, I will accept that as long as it is the ether like going through the air and you catching it on the fly.
Exactly.
On
Exactly.
the fly.
It's an air luge of potion. It's the coolest way anyone has drank a potion ever.
Okay, how much does that give me?
Likewise. Want to know how much that will heal actually effectively?
Yeah, we're doing an eat there because we both need strain.
Oh, exactly. Want to know how much?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, for sure.
5 strain for an ether.
Okay. Back up to
Peace?
13.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
That's good.
Okay. You suddenly find yourself like slowing down, and Mimosa, you are straightening up, and your feet just start hitting the ground, and you're able to kind of run yourself to a stop as the wind fades. And Magi, you're able to kind of start controlling your flight again, and you see that Shiva's had fallen over, but she's getting back up and looking toward the middle of the room, where, like in the center of this now circle of debris, Vivalis is hovering 15 feet in the air. With one hand, the crystal is like floating right above her palm, and in the other hand, she's pointing out to y'all, and you have a chance to strike.
Well, we will strike.
Absolutely. Ice missile from Shiva as soon as she points at us.
Okay.
And how many are we rolling against? This is
2.
still 4?
No, 2.
Oh, against 2 again. This case, good.
All attacks are against 2.
Oh, cool. And do we still have a blue die to use? I might use one.
No.
Or do we not? Okay.
I think we're out.
We are out. Okay. All right. 2 successes and a threat.
Okay. I'll pocket that
All right,
threat and go ahead.
I'm going to cast Blizzara for 5 successes and 2
Holy
advantages.
Yes.
That smacks the crap out of her. What about these advantages? What do you think?
I think we need some blue dice in the can the next time we get whooshed.
Blue dice in the can, and for 3, success, can we get a crit on that and maybe knock her over for 1 round? Come on.
No,
we got 2 advantages.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fine.
Okay. She will you hear her growling, and she just says, "Be gone." And the room explodes, not in a circle anymore, not like a cyclone, but outward. Coordination checks for everyone. It's going to be back down to 3 though.
Okay.
How many blue dice did we get from the advantage?
2.
Did we get 2?
Yeah, I'll
2.
I'll
Okay, do you want to take one and I'll take one?
Yes, that sounds perfect.
Okay. All right, I got 2 successes and a threat.
Shit, failure and an advantage.
Oh no, we're crisscrossed.
I know. Nice
I'm like
bag
picturing
there.
this cinematically, like Mimosa's just staring into the wind,
Yeah.
and maybe muttering something like "I am the storm," even though like she didn't say
Mhm.
anything about notwithstanding the storm, but you just remembered that,
Uh,
and and as you're doing this in the background, Maggie's going woo 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 woo, woo,
Yep.
and it
Flying
hits the
off.
wall.
And I said, I missed the papoose.
All right, Maggie, 3 hits.
Okay.
And then go ahead and roll for Shiva.
Sure. 4 green against. You said 3 in this
Yeah,
one?
and we had that advantage. I don't know if you want to use it for something or just pull it over to Shiva.
Yeah, maybe like can Shiva hide? I guess there's not enough debris to hide behind anymore.
Just,
Uh,
I say just give her the blue die.
yeah, just give her 1 blue die on this roll. It's fine with me.
Okay.
I'm on a roll. 1 failure
Wow.
for 4 advantage. This is
Gosh,
ridiculous.
Okay, that's 3 strain.
Okay. That's back down to let's see, 10. Okay, 10 strain.
Okay, so that is a lot of advantage. If y'all want to use that much advantage to find at least some cover that you can use.
Now that it's less windy, we could probably pull some of
Maybe
the
like the
debris
wind,
together.
maybe like the wind like pushes some of the debris in a big enough
Right,
pile
yeah.
that we could like
Yeah, hide behind
cower
it.
behind it.
Right.
Sounds perfect.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, it is y'all's go.
Well, I guess I will have enough strain to do at least one more Blizzara. I don't know if it's Blizzara or Blizzara, and I've been saying it both ways.
I think it's Blizzara. That's how I've always said it.
Yeah, I've always said Blizzara, but thing with the old games,
Because
if they're in text, it's kind of whatever we grew up pronouncing is right,
it's true. But if you say Blizzara, then you have to say Blizzaga, and I always say
Blizzaga,
Blizzaga. So
yeah.
you kind of just keep the pronunciation current, or
Right.
throughout, consistent.
It's kind of like in Chrono
All right.
Trigger when you grow up and you realize that like it's properly, the girl's name is supposed to be Marl instead of Marley, and it's clearly Marley because no one would name their daughter Marl because it's mean. We're finally gonna get a rating on our podcast, and it's gonna be from Marl, Marl Jankowitz or something. I don't know.
Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Well, I rolled my Blizzara spell and I whooped some butt again. I got
Heck yeah!
4 successes,
Holy.
an advantage, and a triumph.
Whoa!
Holy smokes. Okay, y'all. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. In fact, as it smacks into her, you see the hand that was kind of holding up the crystal just go limp, and the crystal starts floating down, and Vivalis starts disintegrating into the wind as you see kind of these green sparkles just disperse everywhere, and Vivalis is vanquished.
Way to go!
Oh, podcast people, we've been doing the Cactuar pose
Perfectly.
This is why you gotta watch the stream. It's
Perfect. Exactly. If you find any fault with our cactuaring, you're blind. We did it flawlessly.
Agreed.
You will, as everything is coming, kind of fading out. You see Larson come back into the room, and it's like got like dust all over his tuxedo. He's like, "Oh, dear."
Oh, just do you have it? You know it.
Oh, thank you. And
It's
he gets the handkerchief out, and he kind of and just around it, and he starts wiping it off. And Philip Moglow comes up, and he's smoking the cigarette, and he's like, "Nice job, champ. Here's your 8.
7G.
Oh, I
nice.
said 8. I'm sorry. Yeah,
What?
you're 7.
No, he did owe us
Oh,
1,000.
wait, it's 8. You took that's what? You did.
I forgot what I said, but I wrote it down. I did
What was
write
it?
it down.
Okay,
Oh, my
we did
head.
agree to 7.
Remember, there's a
In
handshake
fairness.
deal where it was a
We
handshake
did
deal where we said 7, but we also said plus 1,000 for driving our own bid up earlier. I shook on that.
Well, that
Hate
was only if he if
We had
he
to give
open
him
it.
the box.
That's fair enough.
Right.
And,
So
Fine print.
go, yeah. The
That's- yeah.
stone is yours, friend.
and he will like he gets like a little rope out and it's like hovering, and he like ties it around, and then he throws it over his shoulder and starts walking, and it just follows floating behind him.
That's awesome.
And he
Might want to be careful with that.
and he kind of tips his hat to you, goes, "Looking at you, kid." And he just keeps going.
I look at Mimosa and say, I want to smoke now. That guy's so cool, Kupo.
Should not. No, you should not do it just because he's doing it. He might make it look cool, but I bet he has one lung. Okay?
The next time we see Maki, he's gonna like have a fedora on his palm because he couldn't get it fit through, so it's just up there, and he's smoking.
Another cold night of rain and regret in the hard city. Oh, God, this is so hard.
Rain and regret.
I try to talk like him for the rest of the campaign. And just throwing up every time I hit a cigarette. This is going to be great.
All right, well done. That was I had fun with that one. That was great.
Oh, this is a blast.
A lot of fun. Hey, what do we got to do to try to open this puzzle box?
We will deal with that
I wanna
next
open it.
time.
Okay. Same question. Yeah, I had the same question. That rocked.
All right.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, this is a podcast, and you can catch up on our past adventures. We've had a lot of fun here. All the old adventures are on YouTube as well. We're actually coming, kind of winding down on this one. I think we're at least going to try to do one, hopefully at least one adventure in the upcoming Final Fantasy 14 TTRPG setting.
Oh, cool.
And so we've been playing 14 on Wednesday nights on this channel. So if you aren't following, please do, because that's been fun. Thrash has promised to play this game with me, and so we're all looking forward to that. And
we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah.
In whatever timeline it actually occurs, I can't wait to hear about it in the multiverse.
Right. And Jen and I keep missing each other in the game, so I haven't been able to invite her to the free company in our cool, awesome house.
I will
We have a hot
make
tub.
time this Wednesday.
We have a hot tub
I'll make time
at
on
the
Wednesday.
house now.
Oh, that's cool.
A hot
Okay,
tub.
I will
you guys-
make time on Wednesday to play.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so we will see y'all on Wednesday back here. Anything else we got to promote? Thrash?
Santa?
Santa? Saturday next
Santa,
week, right?
Santa next week, yeah.
Next
Or this week.
Yeah,
This
this
week.
Saturday. Mhm.
Yep, absolutely.
Jeff Adams' channel?
Yep.
Okay.
Just like last time.
Awesome.
And yeah, Tuesday I'm either going to be doing a Yakuza Day or maybe playing something new. We'll see. But yeah, I do plan to stream this Tuesday, and come check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/thrashmutant. Come hang out on Horn Mountain.
You should play Bloodborne.
I beat that last Tuesday in under an hour, and
No,
you missed
didn't.
it.
No one,
I know.
No one believes that. No one
Guess what?
believes
That's
that
why-
you beat the game.
That's why I stopped streaming. I was like, if I stop streaming right now, no one will ever believe this happened. And it just adds to the mythos that I never finish a game on stream.
Right.
And it's perfect.
Yep.
But yes, come hang out with me on Twitch. And thank you for having me tonight. As always, this is a blast.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good night, everyone. We appreciate you, and we'll see y'all later.
Cactuar.